Welcome to the Baking It Down with the Sugar Cookie Marketing Podcast. You didn't hear from us last week.
And we know you missed us a little bit.
It didn't just snow. It snowed, and then it snowcreted. It basically iced over the snow.
Does it snow in our area?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
A banger is like 10 inches.
Yeah, and this was...
They said it was going to be 20 inches. Mass panic. There was no bread, no milk. I don't know what overcomes this area. At the thought of snow, bread and milk.
I ended up clearing the shelves of lasagna.
I got a shrimp disc, my little snow treat. Nice. However, it actually ended up switching over to sleet, which just brought the snow totals down.
Yeah.
So much. Everyone was like really great. If you didn't like snow, you were happy about the sleet. No. It turned into snowcrete, which means it's this layer that's so incredibly hard of snow covered with inches and inches of rock hard ice.
Yes.
It's completely immobilized.
There was nowhere to put it. For one,
you can't. It's so hard. The plows cannot get under it. It just takes the plows up.
Today is the first day public schools are actually back, and it's still a 2-hour delay, and they're still having.
It snowed last Sunday.
I know.
I have not worked. One, I get it. You're not shoveling at the gym, right? They're called novel movements, and that's why they lead to heart attacks, because anything over the chest, the heart rate's so high. This snow concrete crap.
Yeah.
And I said the hard C.
Yeah.
It has been exhausting for me. I had to bribe. Okay, there's a couple widows on the street. Okay, I don't know where the men all went. They went to bed. So I've been kind of helping shovel, and there's an older man that's our grandfather's age that is also helping shovel.
Yeah.
But it is so exhausting. I had to tell the lady across the street, I will get you out in exchange for using your metal shovel, because otherwise I couldn't get myself out.
I know.
Never in my life. Give me 2 feet of snow.
2 feet of
I'll never do
powdery goodness.
And if you guys are like, well, if you had a snowblower, no, they were ineffective with sleet.
I know, it was crazy.
I had this genius idea. So it snows all Sunday. I go out probably 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, sure.
On Monday, I say I'll do another pass.
Sure.
No, the snow blower went above it. You could not get it.
It's still a thick sheet of ice. We saw kids walk into school today, sliding to school.
Oh, just so crazy. However, I know Puxatawny Phil saw his shadow. But they say we'll end in the DC area at 50 degrees at the end of February.
So
the snowcrete is so hard packed, though, it will last into March.
That's crazy.
The melt off. Good luck any car washes out there.
If you're hearing us for the first time
in 2026,
we are a part of a marketing group on Facebook called the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group.
Real creative with the name there.
Yeah, we're all creative. And what we're trying to do, and what we think we've done a pretty good job of, is given people just starting out in their bakeries, people coming back to the bakeries, people trying to grow their bakeries, a place to learn marketing techniques, tips, and tricks. The one thing great, one thing horrendous. Marketing is ever changing. So while you're like, I learned it, I have unlearned it.
Isn't that great, though, in a horrifying way?
It's great and it's horrendous.
Well, it worked 5 years ago. What worked 10 years ago does not work today.
It doesn't.
And that sucks, because you're like, I was really great 5 years ago. But imagine if you were just getting started today.
Oh.
And the person that what worked 5 years ago still works, they'll be so far advanced that you'll never be able to catch up. But now, because of what worked 5 years ago does not work, you have new opportunity to gain more market share. I saw these bakers, and they were like, it's just market saturation. All these bakers have popped up. But I'm like, you were market saturation.
A popper up.
You popped up at one point, and the baker before you said
it's an easy cop out. It's hard to learn new things, easy to blame old things. So what we try to do in the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group is expand your knowledge and bring things as change comes out and we navigate this new change. How can you navigate that in your bakery business, no matter where you are at in it?
Right. So Corey's not following my script, but I'm going to go back to it.
No, I am. That was my intro.
Who we are, where to find us. You can find these things at sugarcookiemarketing.com, including that Facebook group, which is worth joining. And what's coming up in the next couple of weeks is a boot camp in the Reviews Collab, which is actually what we wanted to talk about. Corey, would you read that quote?
Where is my
See,
quote?
she's not following that line.
I know it. A brand is no longer what we tell the consumer it is. It is what the consumer tells each other it is. And that's by Scott Cook.
Right. Because I check reviews. But I'll
Me
check
too.
reviews and believe them before I believe the last post you made on your social media.
Absolutely.
And if your website has a reviews tab, I won't even read that because I know you picked out the ones you liked. But I will go to your Google reviews because those you had no control over, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Which we're going to talk about a little bit of control over this. But I will go to the honest, organic, the one that's harder for you to control to see if it's worth it.
So if you're the baker who loves to slightly think it's just oversaturation, any little help that this is what you need to focus on. A competitive edge. So we're all buying from the same cutter shops. We're all using the same Americolor gels. How can you step in front of your competition? The way I'm living my life in 2026, there's things you can control. There's things you cannot control. To put your energy into things you cannot control, waste of time.
Waste of time.
The things you can control,
great use of time.
Great use of time. Your reviews, something you can control.
Other bakers can control. You're not a murderer. But what we can do is edge up on all these small ways. And when you compare yourself to your competition, they'll be like, of course I'd go with this one. Look at the cohesive, upfront, new, fresh marketing. And that includes reviews. That would make me choose between one and the other. If you said, which most of our end users, I need to hire a baker. And someone presents you two options, and one of them had 120 reviews and they had a 4.8 star rating, or one had 2 reviews and they had a 5-star rating. Which do you think you would trust more?
The one that people use more.
Yes. And a 4.8 star rating. I posted a meme about that the other day, and it was like a perfect review profile isn't always the most convincing because it's very unrealistic to be perfect.
In today's marketing landscape, no longer is it just someone asks for a recommendation, someone posts a recommendation and they just take it full-faced and not ask any questions. We do know that people have alliances. People are like, this is my cousin's brother's sister's dog groomer. It's not just that someone can recommend someone and no one's going to do any homework behind it.
The Sugar Cookie Marketing Group doesn't allow sales, right?
Yeah.
Just keep the spam away. If you have something to recommend, be organic in your recommendation. And if you're affiliated or at this 5 years in on this bad boy thing, Amy's better at it than I am, but I can see when you write something in a way that tells me you are affiliated with it non-organically.
Yeah.
And it's because typically I'd be like, yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't like these couple of things about it, but otherwise I would love it. That's very natural. But it's like, it's the bestest in the westest ever seen ever.
Affiliate marketing is newer-ish. It's been around for years upon years, but now it's so much more commonplace.
Yes.
That people can see it now, for which they could not 3 years ago.
Yeah, I swear. And listen, I do not have a Square affiliate.
Yes.
But I know that they have an affiliate program.
Do.
It's pretty common. It's pretty smart. If you're interested in Square and you get someone's affiliate, you and them both get like a free...
Name a place that doesn't have an affiliate right now.
But I swear, Square must have it. And you guys can tell me in the text in section if I'm right or wrong, that Square has the blurb that you just copy and paste it. Because somebody had said, hey, I'm interested in a Square website. Of course, a couple users are like, hey, if you want to use my link, we can both win. But it was the exact same text 2 times.
For sure.
Completely different people.
Copy paste.
Right.
Click this to copy.
That's why I'm like... you're biased because you get something out of this. I do like affiliate programs where you get something and I get something. I don't love the ones where I only get something and you don't.
Yeah.
What is it? Nutrimil's affiliate programs. You get $20 off, but they pay us the $20 to run ads or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Jinx, personal knockout, blockout.
You want me to knock out?
Something like that. When it comes to your reviews, if you're looking at your neighbors and your competitors and you're really like, I really like their stuff, they're really good, they have a lot of engagement on their page, the thing that can put you on the competitive edge is your reviews profile. And it's important to not neglect or not even focus on it because it's such a big aspect in today's market where people know affiliations. People know that, it's your best friend's neighbor and you like to just claim her as your own. People are being paid on the side for things like that. So your reviews can help get you more sales.
Consider this all as well. A lot of people don't start their cookie buying journey on Facebook.
To me,
they do in community groups.
It's where they do their investigation.
They do their investigation, right? So community groups is a great way to start the process, and that one's different. I don't think they go to the search bar in Facebook and say, cookie decorators near me. What they actually do is they go to Google. And that's why I'm going to focus on Google reviews, although Facebook reviews are right up there. They go to Google, and that's why the user who uses Google actually is more likely to spend money because that is along the process. If I Google real estate agent, I'm not just killing time, right? I'm probably likely looking for someone to hire. And that's why Google search is so powerful. And that's why I actually pitch Google reviews over Facebook reviews.
The reason why you're like, no, Heather, I don't think so. I get most of my work on Facebook. It's the easiest place to start anything because Facebook is literally be like, hey, you look like you want to start a page over there.
Here's how you do it. Come interested in starting a page. Have an event. It looks like you had used the word event there.
Most people will start on Facebook, and that's why you're like, no, I get most of my leads on Facebook. True, you get a lot of leads on Facebook, but you have to think Facebook is a search engine, but the most powerful, biggest search engine out there right now is Google.
So that's what we're actually the reason why we're talking about reviews is because on Friday this week, which is the 4th, 5th, 6th, is the Reviews Collab. So the Reviews Collab was you can still do this. Even if you didn't register, you can still. We actually have tons of people signed up for this one, 150.
Wow.
And they don't have to, you do not have to be registered to participate. You do have to follow the rules though. And I have that detailed in the event listing on Facebook. That said, the Reviews Collab is Friday and the whole focus is to get a timestamp 2026 review.
Yeah.
We have switched over years. Even if you have a phenomenal, perfect, robust reviews profile, you do not likely have a 2026 timestamp. We're in the new year. So it'd be nice to get even one review that says
just
it
to
happened.
start you off. Maybe it will carry you through Q1, Q2.
Yeah, collabs are great because they are an excuse to do something a little out of character. You can blame, hey, I joined this collab with the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group. In fact, I've written the captions for you already.
And I know this collab is on Instagram. And the reason why collabs are on Instagram is because the hashtag is searchable still. You might say, there's no place someone can leave me a review on Instagram. You're correct. This is just a big old excuse to ask for reviews.
I would definitely post this collab to my Facebook page.
1,000%. 1,000.
So the collab is this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The hashtag you will have to use is SCMCollabLove.
Love. Here's the thing. If you don't use that hashtag, we can't find you.
Right.
So you're going to have to use that. You can go back and what I tend to do after these collabs have come and gone is edit my caption so it makes a little sense to someone who's just stumbling upon me.
And let me tell you, they ain't written it. But this one is you holding a red heart cookie. It's funny because someone's like, I piped reviews on it because your picture had reviews on it. But I never written that. I was like, do whatever you want. But as long as the heart is red and you're holding it, and that's not because also no AI generated. I will get so mad.
We're going for authenticity here.
So you can't ask for reviews when we're using AI generated cookie of you holding it, right? I see the new fad is to get AI to make you into a caricature.
Little prompty thing.
Yeah. But what we're going to do, and this is strategic, is you holding a red heart plays into Valentine's Day. That's why it's timed with love reviews, Valentine's Day red.
Yes.
You holding it, you are actually asking your clients to leave you a review, and that's how it works. So it's a lot more strategy than just forcing you guys to have to bake something.
And we're all making hearts right now. Let me tell you, Valentine's Day is
right. It's right there. It's not that hard. The heart is red. Someone said, "Can I zhuzh it up? Zhuzh away. Zhuzh whatever you want to do." As long as the heart is red and it's in your hand and it's a picture of you holding it, that's all I ask. You have to use the hashtag so we can come and engage with you.
Tip for you guys: we only ask bakers to really engage for 1 hour. So at 11 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, is where you're going to get the most bang for the buck. I see it every single time. Someone will post 8 hours later. I know, you're probably busy, you're probably working. Here's the thing. You're not going to get as much zhuzh at it. I still think it's great for you to participate, but if you want to take your lunch, your little lunch for 11 o'clock EST, and you can take a bite, leave a comment, take a bite, leave a comment.
And then if you can't, what you could do is schedule your post to go up at 11 and then swing back around and engage with everybody else. To not engage is rude and that would be disrespectful to the event. So we're going to ask you to do that. That's on Friday, the February 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern. Hashtag is SCMCollabLove.
There's 2 L's in collab.
If you want caption help, I already wrote them for you. You can find them and go to Sugar Cookie Marketing Group, click on events, click on this collab, and it is the pinned comment.
Yeah. But that leads us to the topic of the podcast, which is all about reviews.
Right. So while I was writing out the collab copy, right? So you have to ask yourself the workflow of asking your clients for reviews. And the best way to do that is in your link in bio. If you use a link tree, Corey uses Shorebit, you could even link it to a Google Sheet, right?
Yeah.
Have a place for them to easily click and get to your review profile. So if you go to, well, don't go to Corey's because you guys aren't supposed to follow her. But in hers, I switched it over to Google Business Profile. So and I put that in the collab documentation is how to get that direct link to Google Business Profile.
Yeah.
Reviews tab. You may be thinking, well, I'll just tell them to search. Again, the more actions we force somebody to take, the less likely they are to take them. I was thinking in terms of if you wanted a Facebook review, it's so complex now.
It is more complex than it once was.
Right. So with Google, I can do a direct link to open up the star rating.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done for you. And I walk you guys through it in that collab copy.
I would say Facebook is still easier because we know where it's at.
Know, but you have to tell them, go to my page,
Yeah.
which you can direct link to the page. You could absolutely do that. Then click on the reviews recommendations tab. It's not a tab anymore. It's just a button. It's just a thing.
There.
And now that they've kind of redone the pages again, it's even weirder. And then they have to click recommend. Here's the interesting part. If someone recommends you on Facebook and they have privacy settings on lockdown, you won't know that. So you could even be winning here. We just don't know it. But it does affect that rating, that percentage rating now. It's funny. How is a percentage rating a ratio of how many reviews?
It was a combination of the stars back in the day.
Right. But now that's
and recommendation. It's a combo of them.
How are they finding the percentage?
They're grading it on their own percentage of what they think the stars were rated back in the day.
That's so funny. Okay. So they've ascribed their own.
Yes. To switch it over.
You have okay. So you would say, go to my Facebook page. Click on under details. Click on the star icon.
Yeah.
Then it gives me the option to recommend.
Yeah.
That's how you do that.
So it's not easy. It's not necessarily easy. That's why you're not going to get a million reviews.
One review
is a win.
One 2026 foot in the door is all we really want here. But that said, in your Shorebit link or in your link tree or in your bio, have a direct link to the profile you hope to get the review on. It may be tempting to be like, here's everywhere you could ever leave me a review. But I find you get more bang for your buck if you say, I want a Google review.
I know. The one downside to Google reviews is you have to have a Gmail account. I know, but not everybody has one.
I know.
To ask my customers.
This is not a collab about greed. It's about one and done.
One and done.
So I would make it super easy. If I cross-posted this to Facebook, I would ask him to leave me a review on Facebook probably if I posted it to my page.
To be a little easier.
Yeah. Other review profiles you could consider if that's where your focus is Nextdoor and Yelp.
Yeah. And Yelp is deleting reviews right now.
I know. So if I had to ask, if I had all the review profiles laid out before me, I would focus on Google for the reason that it has SEO built into it.
I agree. And
I think the person searching for a baker on Google is likely to spend money immediately. But I would not be mad about a Facebook review.
At the end of the day, my new phrase.
Corey, unfortunately, I'm sorry, sidebar here.
Lord.
Corey has realized, who told you, Summer?
Summer did.
Corey says at the end of the day,
all the time.
At her end of the day is
I'm living at the end of each day.
At the end of the day, but now she sees it. You say, as soon as the words come out, she's like, I said it again.
I'm like capturing it as it comes out. Some things do happen at the end of the day.
Nothing's happening at the beginning of your day. At the end of the day.
I'm becoming more aware. I don't even know where I was going to say. At the end of the day, getting a review anywhere is a win. You're going to have people comment their reviews. I would just say, hey, thank you so much for these lovely words. Do you mind just scooching up to the top of the page, clicking the little star icon and leaving it there? That way it's there forever and it will help me long into the future after this post falls out of feeds.
You may feel weird asking for a review. I worked for a company and we were like, let's have a review contest. And anybody who leaves a review, we'll give them, that's actually against terms of service. But this was 10, 15 years ago. It's crazy to think that review profiles have been around.
Oh, they've been around since the dawn.
How else? We got to make a decision.
You want to know how I met my husband?
You had to rate review.
You had to rate them.
Corey's like, 5 out of 10. And she should have gotten a higher rating. This is her ex-husband, by the way. So what was I saying?
That you had a company that you worked for.
Oh, yeah. We said, okay, if anybody, we sent out these emails when projects were finished. This is a remodeling company. And we said, if you leave a review, you have a chance to win $300 or something. Nobody left reviews. They felt incentivized. They felt bribed. Fair. It was. That was exactly what it was supposed to be. So we switched the tactic, and we had the project managers ask for reviews, and the client was given nothing. But the project manager would then be entered to win the $300 internally, an internal contest.
The reason why that works so well is the product manager was someone who was upfront and in the face of the customers.
They were the touch point.
They were the relationship marketing little hook there.
So they would say, it was them and the client against the big boss. They would go to the client and be like, hey, it really helps me. And I have a chance to like win. I'm not sure if it said, it really helps me my feedback with my boss. If you had a good experience, if you wouldn't mind. That created so many more reviews than the bribe. So what we're saying is you can say, guys, could you leave me a review? I'm in this collab. I know you may feel the need to give something away here. Yeah. I'm going to challenge you not to.
I don't think you have to, but that a whole strategy is incentivizing reviews. Granted, it ruins every terms of service out there for reviews profiles.
You can't,
Here's the thing. I feel icky, sticky, bo-bicky when someone gives me a wad of cash for their cookies and I'm like, yeah, can you do a little bit more for me?
I think this is a great excuse to separate that transaction from the ask.
Yeah.
In the copy, I said, if at any point you've had a great experience with me, it would mean a lot to my small business. You guys don't understand. 98% of buyers will actually check my reviews before they place an order. So I think instead of like, you want to buy a watch, that sleazy feeling, you're like, hey guys, if you had a great experience at any time, I love it. If you just find in your heart to maybe just leave me hello.
Yeah, be vulnerable.
But directly ask. But don't incentivize.
There's whole campaigns you can do to incentivize reviews. I've done them in the past.
And pull that out anytime during the year.
This one is pulling on a hot string.
A hot string.
It's Valentine's Day. It's next week.
Right. I think this is a good one not to do a giveaway.
Yeah.
I think it's a good one to blame the collab. Hey, I'm asking because I think collab.
Make SCM your fall guy.
Yeah. Me and the client against the big bad boss SCM making us ask you guys for reviews.
It'd be really embarrassing if I had to tell SCM I got 0.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do is put in your link in bio. Put in your links. If you're doing on Facebook, you can just put the link in the caption and ask directly, hey guys, my Google reviews, I'm looking just for 2020. If you had a good experience.
If you have not set up your Google business profile, on your Instagram account, you can link your Facebook page. It's a clickable link there.
That nice.
So that's an easy way to say. I would put it in both just to make it easy. But there you go, right there.
If you say, well, I don't have a link tree, I don't have a shortly or whatever you guys are talking about, just make for that 1 hour, for that one day, the link in your bio, go to the review profile of your choice.
Yeah. And so you could link your Facebook page there, your Google business profile, your Yelp profile.
The goal is just engagement on Instagram. You're going to get that just by participating. The second goal is 1 review.
Yes.
That's it. If Corey gets 1 review, I know she'll be.
I will be punching the air at the beginning, middle, and end of the day.
A lot going on at the end of the day. That's for sure. Okay, point number 3, responding to reviews. If you have reviews already and you haven't responded to them, now
this is a great time to really swap your reviews profile.
If you say, well, me and my closest competitor both have great reviews, whoever responds better to the reviews gets the edge up. This is one of those things when you say,
Heather, there's a long lost forgotten review from 3 years ago.
This is my weird? How did I miss this? Thank you so much for taking the time, punching the air that I didn't see this earlier, but your review has meant the world to me, and it's even more special that I've read it 50 years later.
And I keep rereading it at the end of every day.
At the end of the day, I read the review finally. So you got to respond to every review, even the bad reviews. If you have a client that's irate, sometimes I don't touch those, like why poke the bear? But if a client had a 4-star, I'd be like, thank you so much. I will dedicate the rest of my life to earning that extra star from you. But I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because remember, a perfect review profile isn't always as convincing as a just 4.8.
Try my
3-star review
profile out of my cold dead.
Come on, you'd be fine with a 4.8.
I wouldn't.
Do
now
you
stars.
A perfect review profile?
I trust my perfect. The thing with Facebook, though, it's recommend or do not recommend.
I know, Facebook's different, although it gives you a percentage rating.
And it's because they did that little combo back in the day. It's how they married them. Weird. I know.
It's like when Netflix used to have the 5 stars, and now it's like, yes, this might be good for you. Like, I want to know if other people like it. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know what you think I like. I hate that. I loved when people could tell me. So now I'm just relying on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, and that one's rotten.
Rotten, 58%
because,
rotten.
Again, the manipulation of reviews.
Yeah.
However, every review you have, including stars, you will have me responding to stars to say thank you so much for this feedback. It really helps.
Oh, yeah. I love me a
my
star.
business.
We don't even have to really talk about
Old
it.
reviews, respond to them. New
Yeah.
reviews, respond to them. Reviews should be responded to. If you get one from this collab, say thank you so much.
Here's the thing. Everyone who left a review probably could buy again. So you going back to a review maybe you'd forgotten about for the last 7 months and being like, oh, shoot, I forgot about this. Thanks so
If
much.
I leave you a review and you don't reply to it, I take it as a personal offense.
Will you go back and delete it eventually, years down the road? Petty
enough. I left a review for the garage door repair guy.
Yeah.
Replied immediately. It made me feel warm and fuzzy a second time.
You know what's so funny? I had a storage unit. When I got there day one, they made me buy a lock. The lock was from the storage unit.
Okay.
The lock malfunctioned.
Are you going to keep it?
The first day the lock malfunctioned. And I called.
Is it a brand new lock?
It's a brand new lock from their unit.
Oh, yeah.
So I told her, I said, listen, I got this lock from you and I can't get in. And she's like, I don't really know what to say. And I said, the locksmith said it would be $195. I literally bought this from you yesterday.
How's the Lord trying to tell you not to get a storage unit? And you said, no, I'll still get it.
So funny. I called corporate. I thought I did. No, it called her again. I was like, shoot, girl, I knew it was a solution. Our garage door guy was in his little unit outside that she knew. And she said, Javier, can you come over and help her? She's locked out and she doesn't want to pay $200 to someone. He gets in he was like a garage door guy, had some tools, cuts it, sparks flying. Yeah.
Did you pay him?
I paid him and left him a review.
Did you leave a bad review for the storage unit?
No, I liked her. I baked her cookies for getting Javier's attention.
Okay, so responding to reviews is point 3. Respond to them all. Respond to the bad ones. Respond to the good ones. The only one I probably would is create a strategy around if somebody is irate because you were just a baby.
Can I have a complaint real quick? Google. I left a review. I don't need you to tell me what it's doing 5 years from now.
I'm so
Stop
sorry.
telling me about it.
Ruth Ann is almost 90.
Yeah.
Right. So she gets a bill, an electric bill, but it's got a completely different company's name on it, not Dominion Electric, which owns the power grid here in Virginia. And she starts freaking out, right? Starts freaking out immediately, trying to do a charge. She don't know how to do a charge. She's just like, somebody's hacked and they're paying their electric bill. Not even a thought that there could be a natural explanation. So I Google the company that's built this. And in like a forum or something on Reddit, someone's like, oh, Dominion bought this company and has unfortunately piped their invoices now through this company. And it's changed the billing thing, but it is still your Dominion electric bill. Log into Dominion and you'll see that the numbers match. So I leave a review for this company that's been bought by Dominion and I write in all caps, if you are receiving a bill and you do not know what this company is, it was bought out by Dominion. I put it all in there. Today, that review, I left it earlier last year. 90,000 people have read it. Oh my goodness. Because they're like, the same thing.
They're looking it up.
It's my best, it's my most highly rated review.
That's what I just went Google. I left it. I was good that day. Stop reminding me. It's like, your review's doing real good. 30,000 people. One, I don't want to do anything that 30,000 people are looking
superstar at Local Guide.
I was a local guide for a while.
They took it away?
They never take it away, but I've never grown it.
Corey and I were big into the reviews. So responding to reviews. Okay. Asking for reviews is always hard. Feels weird. Like Corey said, the icky but
out of body.
But this collab is excuse. However, it should be in your business model to ask for reviews. Even if let's say you do the collab on Friday and you get a great response, I would make it a quarterly ask. So 4 times a year, do this again. We might, if this collab goes well, this is the first time we're doing a reviews collab. If this goes well, we might do it again later in the year.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
Right. If it goes well, it'll go well. But
as the year goes on, you're going to have more clients and customers.
And just remember, the algorithm may not have caught that person that was willing to do it until later, especially when we're in like sad February, dry January.
February, love. The month of love.
But in Thanksgiving, if we do it then.
I asked for reviews on my birthday 2 years ago. Fantastic idea. I said for my birthday present.
Oh, great.
I don't want anything.
Because it removes the onus from like, I'm asking you, you're giving me something.
Worked great.
And you're not asking me for money. You're asking me for a review. How easy would that be? Genius idea. Okay. Bracing for bad reviews. Like we said, it's not if, it's when. It's just for the slide, not for the ride. It's not if, it's when you get a bad review. Par for the course. Some people see review profiles as 1 stars and 5 stars, and the other 3 stars don't exist.
Yeah.
So you do something. Somebody got a bad review over the weekend. She said she just hadn't replied over the weekend.
She didn't reply in the amount of time the
24
person
hours.
thought that they should.
On a Saturday.
Yeah.
During a snowstorm.
Yeah, I know.
So I told her, listen, I think was it a 1 star? It was something disrespectful.
Yeah.
And the review, the text was, doesn't reply on time.
Doesn't check voicemail on off
Whatever.
hours.
Yeah, ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I said, listen, we're not writing to Tony. I think it was a Tony. We're not writing to Big T. We're writing to the future people. And it says, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't work over the weekends, but I make sure that on Mondays I get back to every client request. I appreciate the feedback, and I'm looking forward to possibly reviewing or earning the whatever the jargon was.
I will say, just not saying she did anything wrong. If you can do that, like that thing happens. Now I have a you in your voicemail, you could say, hey, I checked this during just shoring up your little extras.
Setting expectations.
Yeah.
You can't go back in time. That said, her review profile, he left at 1 star. But here's the thing. She's going to, if she gets enough 5-star reviews, bounce back to a 4.8, which is actually more convincing to the consumer. I'm not asking you guys to get 1-star reviews.
Her review wasn't on like the taste of her product. It was literally that she was in a
And in the response, we addressed that it was the weekend on a Saturday and she works on Mondays. And I think that actually would make me feel really comfortable
if I read that as a consumer boomer, I'd be like, oh, that's a nice little baker.
So that's how we do that. You will not have a perfect review profile forever. I hope you're racing for it as well.
Oh, I always am.
And when that happens, it's what you should expect. Don't be aghast. You should be like, great, okay, now I can work with this. Let me respond to this, not to this person, but to the future people who are vetting me.
As I say, my life is divided into 2 things. Things I can control, my responses, how I move forward. Things I cannot control, how a consumer maybe has the wrong taste buds in their body.
Yes. Cilantro.
Cilantro.
So again, just to recap, we have a Reviews Collab on Friday. If you sit out this one, I think you're going to regret it. A lot of people participating, which means you'll get a lot of engagement.
I'll
regardless.
be so excited to see you.
Setting yourself up for reviews by making those links easily accessible. Google in 3 steps gives you the direct link to leave the review, and then Facebook. Okay, you can give them a link to your page at least, and just walk them through that. Point 3: respond to every single review all the time as quickly as possible. Point number 4: asking for reviews is weird. This is a great way to get around it. Corey's birthday idea was a great way to get around it, but just making it a part of your content buckets, not too often. If you feel awkward asking, some people, the people with the most reviews are the people who ask after every sale. And it's hard to do because you're like, I just took your money and now I'm taking your time.
And it's really a personal problem to get over that. I feel weird. That's a me thing.
Some of you guys have incentives. So you'll leave like, hey, if you leave me a review after this one, I'll give you a discount on your future one. A nice way to violate terms of service for sure, but also to get more reviews.
Yes.
And then people just have autoresponders like, hey, I'm checking up. If you did like how this went, if you wouldn't mind leaving reviews. Corey and I do that after cookie class. Never works. But it is in the autorespons, and maybe once in a blue moon we'll get it. I should try differently, but you're fine. And then point 5, brace for bad reviews. It will happen. It could be, it's just a scammer. We thought,
there was a huge time where scam reviews and holding them hostage.
I saw somebody, a baker, a nice person, right? But their review was, hey, this is a 1 star. If you reach out to me and we work together, I'll take it away. Like, wow.
Crazy.
In terms of getting bad reviews, the best kind you could get, because people reading them, if they read them, would be like, wow.
I feel bad for this person. Let me give them my money.
A strategy, I think, works decently well. You can't use it but once a year. Is to say, hey, guys, I got this 1 star review from a scammer. Would you mind helping me?
What if, and then you good people, close your ears. What if you made an account and left yourself the bad review, and then everyone gives you a good review? Then
you need to talk to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for forgiveness. But it's crazy.
All right, you can open yours.
So, the reviews. It's just business today.
Half of the course, but it is good to have a reviews profile. If you are running from your reviews, there's an internal problem you must take care of. Are you getting in fights in community groups? Do your cookies taste like Dookie? There's things that you can take care of. If you're running from your reviews, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Let me just say.
Reviews are an entire business strategy. There are businesses that make millions of dollars because their reviews are so good.
And
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
I check reviews. I know they can be manipulated, but I still have to check them because how else could I know?
In a world where AI...
I feel like you already said this.
I said it there and you acted like I was in a movie intro.
In a world
where there's so many AI, I can't go to Amazon and see an AI fake person trying on a pair of pants and know that that's cool. I'm leaning on the review.
Do you see that even Amazon knows how important reviews are, that it put verified buyer?
Oh, and then if you're not a verified buyer.
Sephora gives away. I don't know how you get on Sephora's review program.
All right, yeah.
Of course.
I see it all the time.
They're like, I was compensated for this, but I like it. Like, get away from me.
You big fat liar.
Incentivized liar. So anyways, reviews are 2026 marketing.
And we said, as the world of marketing ebbs and flows, the one constant has always been reviews.
Because we got to know.
Yeah.
We go ahead and know. Should be a part of your business model, the reviews part of it.
It should. And I need to, things I can control, get over the fact that I feel weird asking for them.
There's probably a way you could ask that would feel less weird.
I'm sure. I'm going to discover whatever that is.
I love it. So we're going to cap this one. Anyways, it's Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. So if you're on the West Coast, it's going to be like 7.
Sure.
11, 10, 9, maybe 9. I'm not sure how you guys do it. Are there 4 times? If we are talking about the 48.
There's 52 times. I have no idea.
The type 48. Sorry,
I have no clue.
Is there only 3 of us? It's Eastern, Central,
Pacific,
Mountain, and Pacific. So is there 4?
4.
I think there's 4.
Yeah, I think there's 4.
I don't like time zones.
I don't know what happens when I cross over one. I try to say Eastern Seaboard. Just so
you know, you keep seeing EST, but there's EDT. There's a daylight. So you know how we change our clocks?
Daylight, yes.
Right. You're saying Eastern Standard, but there's Eastern Daylight, and I'm not sure when it starts and stops. It's when the time changes, but you would change how you're adding that end part. So
and I'm not just EST, I'm an EDT as well.
You're half the year, you're EST, half. So if I said, hey, Corey, let's meet after daylight saving time changes in 6 months. You'd have to adjust the time.
I have never said EDT in my life.
I know. Somebody corrected me on a collab once.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just telling you. So really, there's a lot of time zones going on. Yeah. So that collab is this Friday. It is February the 6th. If you're listening to this later, you missed out on it. But tune in. We're trying to do a collab a month.
Trying to.
The next collab has a ton of participants. We're remaking an AI cookie. An AI bunny, and actually gave you the STL to print that off on your own.
And for people, before you say, well, if I don't have a 3D printer, you don't like me, you want to kick me another carb, now she gave you how you can hand cut it.
And a PNG, so you can print it out.
And if you, worst case scenario, a plaque will do.
Right, so it's just the demonstration of like AI cookies. You love them or hate them, AI is here to stay. All you guys, let me tell you, all you guys sad reacting to the AI stuff, stop that. Stop it. Stop it right now, because you are using AI every time you do a Google search. Well, no, I don't. Yes, when you turned your phone on, you used AI. You had to agree to use AI on Samsung, otherwise you couldn't use phone.
If you were curious what Siri is, I'm sorry to tell you. He's artificial intelligence.
Ever love it. I think Facebook captions now have AI integrated.
Oh,
Google, if you use Gmail, it's just your butt down.
If you use Canva, it's got AI integrated now.
But I, okay, whatever. Stop sad reacting to those things. It's here to stay. You can not use it intentionally, but you're still definitely using it. That said, the AI cookie collab, the AI generated image of cookies are giving our clients rough expectations on what we're capable of. However, a bunch of bakers are different skill sets too. So what we're doing is we're taking this AI bunny that's hard to bake and replicate, and you're going to do it within your skill set and tell your audience, hey, this is an AI generated mock-up, and here's how I'm able to translate that into your order.
Yeah, so you're humanizing your brand.
And we're also saying, you know, I know this is AI and you shouldn't be using. Like, that's what to tell your client, to mansplain to your client that that's an AI generated cookie. They don't care. They still wanted it.
Yeah. So I've had customers that sent me AI generated images, and it's up to me as a baker to be like, I see what you're doing. What I'm going to do, it's going to be 2D. Inform them and use it to make the sale. And this next collab, which is next month, will help you do that. And you get a free STL out of it. Okay, moving on to the college boot camps. I have a review for you about cookie classes. I know you guys are like, but you said you're launching the boot camp last week. Yeah, turns out to build a whole new product takes a little bit of time. And the Snowmageddon.
And Corey was like, make this real high quality so people talk about it. Like, so you can't just phone it in. If I take somebody's money, I need them to like the product.
And I'm going to tell you,
you guys are going to like
twin, when I say And then she said, does whatever I do. I'd be doing that
The
all
other
the
day, I had to
time.
sit Corey down. I said, when you do that, the second it took you to
Stop
command that,
making it look
translate
so
to 5
easy.
hours.
At the end of the day, stop doing what I ask, and maybe I won't ask it.
Read us this review from
It's
Tony from the Cookie College.
Tony, huge thank you. Corey and Heather, I taught a class this morning and it was amazing. We had 13 tickets sold and 4 walk-ins that I thankfully made enough extras for. I had been putting off this for so long and finally did it, and I'm so proud. Everyone had a great time and most are already talking about signing up for another one. The Cookie College has given me so much confidence and I could never have done it without your help. This is really huge for my business and for my family. Thank you. Doing another one next month.
Great. So if you say Tony, and she wasn't actually incentivized for that one. She just wrote that in the group. She didn't submit it.
Yeah, I
so
know.
Thank you, Tony. Speaking of reviews, that one was not bought.
Yes.
Built, not bought. If you're interested in cookie classes, you're going to really like what we're doing with these boot camps. And yeah, to get it off the ground has taken more time because Corey said it had to be high quality. This first boot camp is going to be next week on Wednesday through Friday. The first 2 days are pre-recorded, and the final day ends up on a live and Q&A with Corey and I. So clear your schedule.
On Friday, I have my Valentine's Day pickup, February 13th.
Then we'll come to your house.
You can be in my house, in my little cookie room.
Or you can do it live from your own room.
Room.
We can just do it together.
I have to run down. Sorry, someone rang the door.
That's fine. Well, because that's the next boot camp is in-person sales. But I'm sorry. This one is February 11th to February 13th. If you go to thecookiecollege.com, just give me today. I'll have the availability for you to purchase the boot camp price ticket.
This is nitty gritty, guys. I know Heather's saying cookie classes. Me and Heather have said cookie classes. Here's the thing. The confidence is behind the knowledge you have. Standing up in front of someone, you can decorate cookies, I promise you that. But knowing how to guide the class, what the steps are, the script, your checklist, that's what gives you the confidence to do it over and over and over again. Here's the thing. Me and Heather have done this for the last 5 years. And you're like, what? We've taught cookie classes ourselves the last 5 years. If you would like to know everything, little teeny tiny spot that me and Heather know to teach your own cookie classes, the boot camp is for you.
Yeah, the boot camp is only $13. And you say, that's a very interesting price, girls. That seems cheaper than what we offer most things for. And the reason is this. Initially, the boot camps, we wanted you to put some money where your mouth is, but not all of it. I want it to be accessible to everyone, $13, 2-star race.
But I ain't want no tire kicker.
But we don't want people just to sign up and not actually take it. Bogs down our system, actually. So if you are willing to spend $13 to attend this boot camp, at the end of the boot camp, you can join the Cookie College for $13 off, meaning you immediately get your money back for the boot camp. And then you get the college, you get access to all the future boot camps. This boot camp is the 3 days of pre-recorded courses, but also you get a free cookie class kit included.
Fruits class.
Yes,
and it's the beginner friendly. It's one of the cuter ones.
It's very cute. And the class script mirrors that class so you can walk through it and everything. And then you also get our shopping list, all the things that are included in a class kit. You're going to love it. You're going to say, wow, this is a lot easier than I thought it would be. When you do sign up for the college because you loved the boot camp, you said, I need more of this, you get 38 other cookie class kits.
Yes.
So yeah, this will be the best $13 you ever got back immediately when you signed up for the Cookie College at the end of the boot camp. The in-person classes boot camp is in 8 days. I'm going to drop that on February 11th. Finally, thank you for the Cookie College members who have been so graciously patient.
Yes.
The March photography boot camp, 29 days, 4 weeks.
And you might be saying, AI knows staged photos sell.
Corey was saying, a lot of bakers are opting for AI, but having the foundation of understanding how to take your own photos in your own style is vitally important for that edge up we talked about.
As more bakers start using AI, the same sparkly background, the one thing that's going to keep you separate, the thing you can control is how your photos look.
A lot of you guys are putting in the most marketing effort I've seen. Like you're doing the content bugs, you're doing the collabs, your photography is holding you back.
Yeah.
And you say, well, I'll just get AI. I think if you understand the foundations, if you had more control over your photography, you would
If you felt more confident about it, you wouldn't rely on AI for it.
So that one will be a 2-day class. And Corey will be pre-recorded again and with the Facebook Live. And I might have Corey stage in front of us.
Might
do. Probably.
Been going through all my props to get rid of ones I don't use and to use.
We'll talk about prop theory.
Yeah.
We'll talk about camera setup and presets. And then I'm challenging you to also teach us on your phone.
Maybe
Thank
not.
you. And then April pre-sales, which Corey has been live testing a pre-sale so that we can turn it into a course. And she just sold out. So she's going to tell us how to do that. If you want to check out more information about the boot camps, the landing page is rearing and ready for you to read it at thecookiecollege.com. You can read everything about the boot camps and what's included there. We've got some fun worksheets going. Worksheets.
I am punching the air at the end of the day that me and Heather did not get this up earlier.
Well, but my excuse is if it's a quality product, it takes time. I have to build out the foundation and the template to be able to template it out.
We are going to be screaming it from the mountaintops for the next 1 week. So brace your buns.
We'll be screaming it out from the mountaintops for 2026.
Brace your buns.
We're planning a boot camp a month in 2026.
Okay, read the Goss call. You read.
The Goss call is from me.
It is our own Goss call.
Yeah, I know we talked about this, but this one is what happens when cookie classes take a left turn. So one time I'd written up some generic copy to push a cookie class. I scheduled out as one does. It had some line like, grab a friend and come to class. Of course, by the time the post went up, the class had already sold out, but the copy was generic enough that it could apply to any of the classes we were teaching in the future.
Grab a friend and grab a ticket. Rolls off.
Buy a ticket. Like, it's the same one. Like, buy a ticket. That doesn't mean you're going to do it. It just was like hinting towards the fact that you should. Well, I didn't factor in that somebody who had actually already bought a class ticket read the line and legitimately thought it meant she could grab a friend and bring them to class free of charge and free of seats since we were sold out.
She didn't even necessarily think it was free of charge, but it was a very weird situation where I'm like,
We only can seat 10 people comfortably in this class. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3. And I have a checklist. And as they come in, I grab their names and I say,
when things are out of my control, my neck starts getting heated.
Typically, Corey decorates the class. However, for this class, she decided not to, which means we had no extras of anything. But anyways, she shows up, the friend shows up, but the extra seat instead do not.
I'm counting.
Fortunately, another attendee had purchased an add-on ticket, so we comped her class ticket if she was willing to get up her take-home kit to the extra lady. I believe that the surprise attendee did Venmo us the cost of her ticket. We comped the other lady's ticket. I'm not sure if you made her a DIY kit. I think you did. And it was great, but I did have to move up my Botox appointment.
It's so funny. There are literal people out there. Literal. Take things literally.
I love them. They're living one sentence at a time. At the end of the day, they're waiting till the end of the day. They were like,
they're waiting till the end of the day. I'm here at the end of the day. What gives? But I'm throwing it out in the morning.
I know. Literal people, you're living life a sentence at a time.
I know, but you take these non-literal people,
figurative
people, and put us in the same room, and you're going to be sweating. I was like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I counted wrong. 11. No, there's 11.
But then you have to have that awkward. And I think I handle it decently. Guys, we have, and maybe my math is wrong, 11 bodies and 10 seats. So one of you guys here, and I don't have you written down. If you mind, if we go through the class and get everybody's name. But then at the end, I'm like, it's you.
Yeah.
You're the witch. You should be here. I was like, hey, were you able to purchase a class ticket? And she was like, she said, bring a friend. I was like,
yeah.
Yes. So that is, Corey and I had to post if you go to form.jobform.com/sugar cookie marking/podcast gossip. Your own one. Upcoming events. Corey, could you walk us through the collab?
We have the February Reviews Collab is this Friday. This Friday. You can bake a heart. You can do it. Let me tell you. Your excuse is juicy. The heart
Don't
easy.
you dare. Don't you dare use it.
Don't use it. What we want is you. This is going to perform better if you are holding a cookie.
Don't you dare just use an old picture of a heart cookie.
That's what I said. I said no.
Face red
what
heart.
We're trying to do. And you're like, Heather, you and Claire, you're big on manies. No, we're trying to get you in the more feeds. Your face with a heart is going to perform way better. Right now, everyone's seeing hearts everywhere. Hearts are all over the place because Valentine's Day is in
your face makes a difference.
Your face is gorgeous.
Okay, look at me. I said a picture, not a video. Don't do video. It's harder to find your videos to interact with when it's
hard
an image
to comment on a video because it shrinks the caption.
Don't take your image and add an audio because now it's a video.
But I want to say Instagram has always been like, do this. We'll show it to more people.
Listen, you guys know how to upload pictures. Upload it as a picture.
March, the AI Cookie Collab. That'll be a good one. And then April, That is March
didn't tell
20th.
him.
Sorry, March 20th. And then April, we have a local feature. Still deciding on that one, but that'll be April
Corey and I were
17th,
arguing about that yesterday.
as twins do.
Next up, we have our events upcoming. Corey and I will be speaking on Saturday at What's Popping Con. I think you can use code TWINS to get $25 off, and it's early bird pricing right now, and that's in 10 weeks, April 16th in Kent, Ohio.
Kent, Ohio.
Corey and I can stop by and see our ex-husband.
Oh, nice. I love that. CookieCon is June 24th. That's in also 20 weeks. Crazy.
20 weeks, Orlando.
Crazy. And I can't believe this is on the list. Vendy Blendy, November 27th.
I'm so sorry. Can we just pause? It's February already.
I know.
Dry January is supposed to crawl.
As people say January is 5 years long, I don't believe it was.
And February is going to be short because we have the holiday in the middle.
It's even a short month.
Yeah. Then we have March, kind of boring, right? But then Easter is the first week of April.
March, we do have St. Patrick's Day in April, right at the beginning. So March 17th is St. Patrick's Day. Had to Google it.
Halfway through.
And then 1 month later, April 6th-ish, 5th, is Easter.
It's not even a month later. That's
I'm just
like
saying,
2 weeks later.
2 weeks, 17th. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
No, 3 weeks later.
17th is at the end of the month.
17th to the 6th.
Okay,
How many is that? 3 weeks? That's
February
almost.
17th, 1, 2. 2.5 weeks.
Okay, I'll settle.
Okay.
In the middle. Right.
But yeah, this year is going to fly by. I can already feel it in me bones.
In me bones. Holidays that are coming up. The Super Bowl, oddly, why haven't I heard a lot about it? Maybe because I don't have cable television.
Who's in the Super Bowl?
The Patriots, the New England Patriots.
Are they always in the Super Bowl?
They really are.
And the
Hellcats.
Seahawks.
I knew it was a true show.
The Dodge Hellcats. It's the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. They seem pretty well matched. 16.
Yeah. So Super Bowl is this Sunday. Valentine's Day is next Saturday.
I'm sorry. Did Valentine's Day just creep up on me in a back alley?
It did, girl, taking you out back. Ramadan, February 17th. Right there after we have Mardi Gras, also February 17th. St. Patrick's Day, 1 month later. Thank you. March 17th.
That's 6 weeks away. Corey just likes reading the dates. The reason why I put the 6 weeks away, because that's when you said they have to order the cutters to get them on time.
April Fools, if you order that cutter, not sure what it'll look like. 8 weeks away.
Okay, April Fools, the brown E.
Yes.
And the eggs and the vegetable tray made of cookies.
That is, looks like
the Brussels sprout
Brussels
cake.
Sprout. Easter. That's April 5th. That's 9 weeks away.
I want to tell you, last year, Easter was at the end of April. This year, it's at the beginning of April. We had all of April to market Easter. No, we were doing that all March.
No, you don't. The STL me about
Okay,
it.
I'm going to actually take this from me because you're just reading blindly now.
Sure.
Okay. STL me about it segment is sponsored by Cookie Design Lab. Now, they have 2 new features that she emailed me about. It's so funny. I made you a cutter the other day.
Sure.
I used Cookie Design Lab and I went to like the cut wall because you had said it does an angled cut wall. But now I had all these options to make that straight down. But she said we had just added that feature. She said you can now make flimsier cutters.
Yeah, because sometimes you just need a one-off.
A one-off guy. And okay, now if you do the bamboo update, it takes 50 years to print a cutter. You'd want to make the cut wall thinner so it uses less filament, cheaper to do. We hear you, SM. Apparently, several of you want cutters to print fast, so we've changed the minimums on several settings for that. Plus, the husband added a built-in warnings if there's a chance your design might run into some issues when you try to print it to help you figure that out in the design process instead of in your slicer program.
Oh, that's so funny because I did run. I was crazy. Try to put a little name on the side.
It said the person who reached out on behalf of your group said she had texted you about this, and she may have through the text, and we don't read them all. And then this one, she also said, we love Eddie users. I guess the husband wrote this. Hey, Amalia is one herself, actually. Eddie was the inspo for Cookie Design Lab.
No way.
So perfect placement matters. Now you can download the outline of the cutter you've created to print to use the tray alignment on every print.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And don't forget, you can also download the full image and any edits you've done, such as background removal through. So Cookie Design Lab actually is a background removal tool now.
Yeah, it has that in there.
So that's 2 new features. She also wants to be featured on the podcast, and I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about how she started and pivoted over. And then she also said, I see a lot of questions on how to design cookie cutters. They have YouTube videos on how to use Canva, free and paid, to get those cutters over to Cookie Design Lab. So I'll follow up with her on that. But I do like that flimsy cutter. I can make the cut wall super tight, print off the thing you're never going to use again. And then I guess you could use the anything. I saw you printing a lot this weekend. What were we doing?
Oh, printing? Cookie cutters? Yeah, I
uh-huh.
have this.
I love to see Corey and I share the
hate
same
that you
bamboo
that.
login. So
We
I can
share
look at her
every
camera and see her
login.
trembling hands.
My little trembling
You
hands.
can look at my camera and see nothing.
You're not doing anything. One silly goose. I'm excited about the order because it's a trendy order right now.
Is it like a Pooh Bear looking thing?
It's a very cute goose. Like he's not.
Who's it cutter from?
It was. I'm going to say Cookie High had a set of them that
very
I
cute.
did on Etsy.
Very cute. Anyways, you can sign up for Cookie Design Lab at cookiedesignlab.com. Code TWINS gets you 15% off. And she said that also works on the 1 week program as well.
Nice.
Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 texting questions, mostly because we didn't do a podcast last week.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is so funny. This is about Cookie Design Lab. 815, you are the winner of Cookie Design Lab, which turns out you use it. So you get, Holly from Texas, you get a free month of Cookie Design Lab. Even if you have Cookie Design Lab, they'll add it to the end of your month. So email me at heather@sugarcookiemarketing.com for that. I just wanted to give a shout out and a thank you to Andrew at Cookie Design Lab. I guess that's husband. I don't think I've ever spoken to him.
Double A's.
Oh.
Yes.
Also, just so you know, they live here in the
do.
area. And she said, I hope you guys were able to penetrate the snow creed. I bought an annual subscription at the event that shall not be named and had not been able to figure out how to make a cutter similar to the rest of my cutters in my collection. Their cutters, oh, this is so funny. This is the texting question they're referencing. Funny. Their cutters are substantial to say the least, meaning really thick cut walls. I prefer a thinner wall, still sturdy, but not a double wall with a hollow center. So I'm not making hundreds of cookies from the same cutter, so I don't need a huge handle. I felt that it was a waste of filament and time. Andrew answered my email immediately. I let him know the settings I was looking for, which were way below his minimums. He made the adjustments to the program, and within 48 hours, it was perfect. I love all the features they offer, like the contact points and the background remover. I also love that you guys can use inches and millimeters interchangeably with the flip of a toggle. That's funny because Fusion, you have to make sure you have the inches set correctly. If you do it in inches, but you're thinking your millimeters, you're printing off the biggest thing in the world. And I've been labeling all my cutters in Fusion 360 in Bamboo while using another program. This one does it automatically. If y'all haven't tried it out, give it a shot. And the best part is, I know there's real people behind the program. Thank you, Andrew, for your superb customer service. Holly from Colleyville, Texas, which with a Chicagoland telephone number.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, that is great. So Holly, you win that, and thank you for the plug.
Yes, thanks.
And Andrew, I do like the cut
thanks
wall
for the
thing.
great customer service.
The thinner cut walls make the cutter.
Yeah.
And granted, if you want the big, sturdy, strong ones, okay. Here's an interesting question. I had to look up this answer for you, Deb. Hey, Deb, it's Deb from Albany. Deb is the most consistent texter into the podcast ever. And I've got a second question. I'm listening to the podcast. The one you just did, you're talking about templates within Gmail, but are these templates accessible on your phone? I do a lot of work from my phone, and I have to use my computer to do the templates, or can I do it from my phone? I have an iPhone. Thanks again for everything you do. Debbie. I like that your nickname is Debbie. That's adorable. You cannot use it directly from your phone, but you can download a third-party app to see if you can do it. So really, I'm going to just tell you, you probably just want to do it from your computer.
Yeah.
I am a big desktop user, laptop user. I do very little from my phone in terms of Gmail. So unfortunately, that one is set there. Now, you can set up in your desktop an auto response template to go out even when you're not manning it.
Nice.
So it would be going out regardless, but then you'd have a little bit more control of the auto response.
Nice.
You could say, I think, and I have to test this, if someone texts into or emails into an alias, have this template go out to them for the alias. So you can kind of manage it in there. A little bit of thread in the needle, coffin's corner.
Slide of the hand.
Another question we have here. Hi, this is Jordan from the Flower Market, Murfreesboro. Plot twist, I'm in Tennessee, not Wisconsin. I recently posted my first reel. Done did the thing, but it ain't pretty. And I'm proud for just getting one launched. My question, my views were approximately 1,600, but the majority of them were non-followers. And I want to change the reach for my next ones. What can I do to tailor the algorithm to hit my customers and not random people scrolling, unless that results in sales? And then case, give me the randos.
You need to make more local content. And I know you're like, but I'm baking cookies. Baking cookies is broad. There's a lot of people who are interested in ASMR who will stay for a tip on how to make your, chocolate chip cookies nice and soft. So if you want more local content, you have to create more local content.
Great point. I TikTok download it every Friday. I follow accounts that post local about town things.
Yeah.
the real estate agents are posting local about town things. They're showing up in my feed because I am engaging with local restaurants. So if you did the Main Street collab as a reel and said, hey guys, I'm cookifying this pottery, paint your pottery place. Here we go. And then walk us through it. You've incorporated cookies and local content. It's going to narrow that.
That's the only way you're going to marry them. If real estate agents just did houses for sale, it'd be a snooze fest. If they only did content just about local happenings,
then they're not getting
their. So you have to marry them. And it's the marrying of them that is a little bit more difficult because you're like, oh, well, now I got to get out of the house. I was just going to do this from my, cookie room.
Let's say you found, like in the side of buildings here, they hire mural artists to do that. Let's say you cookified the mural and then went there and told us about it, right? That would be a great marriage of content. That's why I am camp team. Viral on Reels does not equate to direct sales. It could equate to a great follower base, but then you have a bunch of followers, like this weird number behind me, that would not sign up for the cookie college. Yeah. So what worth is it to me? Also, this inflated Facebook page follower number does not translate to likes in future posts.
It doesn't.
It does not. The likes we get on posts are mostly from other bakers who have followed the page for a long time. So there is a strategy there where numerical. And okay, you're saying, what if 1,600 people ordered? Absolutely. Keep posting Reels.
For sure.
Corey can't mail. We can't ship here in Virginia. Yeah. So it's pointless for her to ever try to go viral unless it's local content.
Yeah. So even though I might get a fewer view count, it might be still more valuable because those views are all local.
The value of a user is relative to their ability to give you money. If you're selling candles, then going viral might be very helpful. If you're selling a product you cannot ship and it expires, going viral may create a problem for you.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, this one. Hi, twins. Can you please let me into Sourdough Sellers group? I've answered all the questions. I promise. I'm dying to be in that group. And that's not me being snarky. Oh. Thanks.
We'll get you in. I promise. Let me go through there. I know. I've been snoring on it, sleeping on it.
Corey and I have talked about Sourdough Sellers. I just said I needed to get the boot camps off the ground.
Okay.
I need to kick my butt with a boot.
Okay.
Why are you stressed? Oh, I didn't copy the rest of my text.
No.
Okay, final one.
Okay.
Hi, Ashley from Houston here, and I'm expecting a baby. I think she's naming the baby Phoebe because she keeps calling the baby Phoebe Rayford.
That's hilarious.
I'm expecting the baby in July. Congratulations.
I
thought we were naming it Heather, but you can name it Phoebe Rayford. In July. So my goal for Q1 and 2 is to increase my sales so that I can set aside money for paid maternity leave. So besides the classes and corporate orders, which I'm already doing, what ideas do you have for increasing my sales or profit margins when I don't have space in my calendar to take any more orders? Your girl is already booking several weeks in advance. So she has said she's already booking out Q1, Q2, but in Q3, Q4, Q3 probably. She wants to take off for the baby. How can she front load cash when she won't be baking in Q3 for the baby time?
I would say because you're already saying that you're booked, it's hard to say take on more orders. You could always try to do more of the rewards program stuff. So make more reels, post more content that, it can be a meme. You get paid on static photos, you get paid on reels and things like that.
Yeah, so passive income is
that would be probably where I would say since you're booked. So I don't want to say take more orders.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. If you're booked, raise prices. And you wanted to ask about profit margins, it doesn't have to be a drastic increase. It'll throttle down the orders you have. But if you could throttle up orders for Q2 at a higher rate, profit margin, then you set yourself up for an easier Q3.
Sure.
So if I were you right now, I'd start increasing that profit percentage. If you're at 15%, maybe 20%. And then some people will be like, too much, but that's how they're going to get you. I don't think I'd bulk at a small increase myself if I really wanted to.
I think so.
Par for the course. Everything's more expensive.
I know.
Except for gas. It kind of came down a little bit.
It did.
Couldn't get to the gas station. It's covered in snowcrete.
I know.
Any turn you take right now, you just don't know if you're going to be met with a wall of snow.
No, you do not know.
Do not know the snow. Thank you guys so much for texting in. Text in again next week, 571-556-5644, and you could win a month of Cookie Design Lab. Sponsors. Cookie Design Lab, code TWINS, 50% off. Works on a 7-day, 5-day trial thing. Baking Me Crazy, favorite twin, 10%.
And I'm almost out of her extra small bags. I loved them.
You really did like those.
I did. I would have to order those again.
The Cookie Class kits for 2026 have been intermediate, meaning they have more icing colors
Yeah.
and piping bag size and cuts. But I've seen you incorporate the little guys in there.
Exclusively.
Bakety Bake code twins 10% off. Didn't you say she was coming up with like a new type of something?
No, remember she had glaze, but she'd taken out her website. And I don't know if she still has it there.
Let me go to Schwab. I don't see the glaze. Just
I don't know.
She has the 25-pound bag.
25-pound bag?
Yeah. How much do you think it is?
That's ginormous. I have no idea.
800. 25-pound bag?
I wouldn't even have a place to store that. It's a small child.
I know, that's so crazy. That thing would be
I have a
massive.
5-pound bag and a 1-pound bag.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a 25-pound.
No
well, if you
idea.
guys act like I'm involved with her like production facility.
We're not.
But if you guys were, she's gonna sell, get you that 25-pound bag.
I know.
25-pound, lock in that rate. I bet code twins works on that bad boy.
Nice.
10% off. You're looking at $80.
Shoot.
What's popping con is Buy Daisy Makes.
Yes.
So that is her event. She's had a switch over from promoting Daisy Makes to What's Popping Con. Code twins gives you $25 off, and I think they still have early bird pricing.
And we'll be there.
We'll be there Saturday. Close your speakers.
Square.
We'll be talking about similar to this, popping out from your competition.
Yeah.
Everything there is a popping pun.
I know. She's the punniest.
She's the punniest. Primera Eddie, they just wrapped up their EddieCon. Looks like they liked it. Sounds like they'll be.
I asked a few people about it. They said they loved it. They learned a lot.
I've seen a lot of the speakers saying, hey, you can still access the courses.
Yeah.
And they're like really, someone said it is a deep dive. You're going to leave that knowing what it is. Eddie is the direct-to-food printer that Corey uses for a lot of her orders.
I like using them. I like using them for background. Guess the silly goose. Eddie will be carrying it.
I love it when people marry.
Yeah.
Light blue.
Yeah. Pink and sage.
Very cute. So Primera is a direct-to-food printer. You can go check them out actually in their Facebook group.
Yeah.
Eddie Printer Users Group on Facebook.
Yeah, and that's where you can ask all your questions. You can see how people are utilizing him and how you could utilize him too.
So creative.
He's so popular. I will say all my competitors, quote unquote, have one now. So we're all cutting edge.
But you would need it to add, because it really takes away the time needed to use an airbrush.
Oh, I'm saying if you're doing conversation hearts for Valentine's Day, you're living the fact that you have.
If you're doing any logo for any business.
Oh, yeah.
You might be like, but all I do is press print. Yeah, that's what they wanted. That's what they want to see their logo. They love their logo.
Absolutely.
Bosch Nutrimill, not a sponsor, but very nice company. They affiliate code. If you use the code Sugar Cookies at checkout, you get $20 and we get $20 as well. Corey's Twinterest, we call February second Christmas.
Oh.
Not for me and Corey, that's for sure. But our mother, Corey's son, our father, our sister.
Technically my ex-husband.
Technically your ex-husband. All have birthdays in February.
Yeah.
Second Christmas because it decimates your wallet.
You thought you were done spending?
You're not.
Nar.
And then Ashley just had a birthday, so it's a double whammy.
Know.
Our little sister, she's very much younger than us, is just turning 30.
So
this will be her 30th birthday.
And she likes, I like a theme as well.
Okay.
So my eldest sister is taking it upon her shoulders. Last year, I took my eldest sister's birthday on my shoulders and gave her a Taylor Swift birthday.
This one is tying up your 20s. It's a bow and cherry theme.
Cherry. Well, I will say that I still feel like I'm putting it on my shoulders because I'm always elected to do the cookies.
I had to do the flyer. Thank y'all.
Hey, I could have done that in 2 seconds.
I may have helped. We'll never know. Yeah, so Ashley's assigning us tasks. If Ashley plans your birthday, it's going to be a
it's going to be great. But she actually
did our birthday with the floating pictures.
Oh, she did do that.
Very
but
true.
I did you a pasta party.
You did my birthday.
Yeah, I did you a pasta party. What's funny is I actually gave her a recommendation to a local cake baker that I'm obsessed with. So I will actually meet that lady face to face because I'll be picking up the cake.
Oh, you're picking up the cake?
Yeah.
When are you picking it up?
That morning.
I'm so sorry. What day are we celebrating this?
Oh, it'll be Saturday, February 14th.
So next weekend.
Uh-huh.
Wild.
Yeah. Got to get to baking, my friend.
Got to get to baking, my friend.
I know.
I got to get you printing with AI. So anyways, Corey's Twinterest was Sam's birthday party.
I just said, I like the theme, tying up. I'm not sure how tying the cherries.
It was a bows.
The bows at the top of a cherry is all I know.
Tying a cherry in your mouth means you're a good kisser. Tried that, can't. So sorry, boys. But does anyone know when I say the word Jellycat, do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Extremely overpriced, but impeccably cute.
Beanie Babies of today.
Yeah, but cuter than Beanie Babies.
Overpriced.
Exceptionally overpriced. Summer, our little sister, is real big into Jellycats.
She was about 42.
Over 50 now.
50 now.
Yeah. So I took a jelly cat, I drew him an Illustrator, a cherry, and I turned him into a cutter with a thin cut wall from Cookie Time Lab. That's why I was printing that day.
Am I making that as a birthday gift?
I thought you could just do it in the set.
That's not what Ashley wants.
It's
elegant.
Cute. He's cute.
I
Corey.
have got to do what Ashley wants.
Make him, or I will scream
You
on this
give
podcast
it as a
right
side
now.
gift away from her.
Just make
pot
him.
of
I'll eat him
things.
myself. It'll be a gift to me.
Very, very cute. So
And what was the gifts we got her? An air purifier,
a robe.
a
I
robe.
think was done.
We're almost done.
A Robenia, air purifier, the cake. It's funny how
Ashley said all the
Ashley's like, the
add-ons.
cake is a gift. Not that I'm making all this for free. The cookies. What happened to
I
that?
don't know. She's turning 30.
I don't know.
Anyways, twin intellect. Corey wanted to talk about agreeableness, but I wanted to talk about ice melt. Ice melt.
Are you pushing
So-
mine off to the side?
Yeah, we'll get to it in a second. Melting ice. We had this question today. It is so frozen. It's a frozen tundra outside. You can't park anywhere. There's
Yes.
nothing left. I can't even get out of the driveway because there's these berms.
Yeah, berms.
Berms. There's been the week of berms. The snowplows just pushed the snow and ice out of the way and created these walls that people couldn't get through.
Walls.
But okay, I saw this guy on TikTok. He said it's so wrong. Ice melt should be put down. This is the correct way to do it before the precipitation starts.
I did it that way.
When it starts precipitating on ice melt, ice salt, this melts
Yes.
chloride water, it lowers the freezing point of water. So people think putting ice melt on top of ice melts it. No. It needs to go under it so it does not freeze to the ground. Once the precipitation freezes to the ground, it allows the other precipitation to form
Then,
on top of it.
yes.
But the ice melt mixed in creates a brine that makes it almost impossible
Two.
for the precipitation to freeze to the ground. That's how it works.
Interesting.
Now, ice melt, depending on the type, salt is not as effective as the sodium chloride mix. It is ineffective after a certain low temperature, which is the problems that we had here.
Yeah.
It was getting to 9 degrees. They said it's almost at 15 degrees, stops
Oh,
working.
interesting.
Yeah, so there is a freeze point, but the mix, the chloride mix, is -20. That's why which type of salt melt
I
you buy
see.
is important.
Question for you about the salt.
Okay.
Later down before the snow came.
Okay.
But then when you're shoveling, you're technically shoveling it back up.
So I
and
put it every
throwing
time
it.
I did layers.
Yeah, I didn't have that much.
No, Deed got a 50-gallon bin from
So you had a
Home Depot.
ton.
Yeah, she'd gotten it the week before.
Yeah, I said I got about 2 layers I can do.
I'm going to be honest, it didn't help at all. It was just the precipitation mix was way too
I
crazy.
know, it was.
And then it got so cold. So anyways, the question we had today is which is better in melting snow, above 32 degrees or direct sunlight? What do you think it is?
Direct sunlight.
Direct sunlight, because it warms, it can be absorbed by the pavement and increase the pavement temperature to higher than 32
I
degrees.
agree.
They said if you want to see any reasonable ice melting, the temperature needs to be above 40, which we will not reach this week.
Oh, maybe next, perchance.
Yeah, they said we'll end February at 50 degrees, but because the snowpack with the snowcrete is so dense, we'll be
It's-
seeing it till mid-March.
Now they're talking about snowcrete falling from tops of businesses. as
I'll
you're
let you guys know,
walking
the
in.
flying icebergs, which is snowcrete on top of a car
Yeah.
going at 80 miles an hour, has destroyed
Maryland
sent people to hospital.
might make it illegal to have snow on top of your car while you're driving.
If you've seen how those things fly through the air and how
Oh,
they hit the car, it really destroys vehicles and can
yeah.
injure people.
Injured.
Kind of selfish if you don't clear that.
Don't get me started.
know, I
Don't
know.
get me started.
So that was my Twintellect segment. It's been on the brain, the
On the
snow
brain.
melt. I'm like a old man. Get off my lawn. But I look out the window and I say, I'm not sure if we'll see the melt today. That's my new personality.
Yeah. Elderly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My twintellect is I have got to teach my son a tidbit a day till he's turning 16 next
Corey's
week.
oddly been hit like a freight train with the
Freight
fact that
train.
her son is turning 16.
16. I only have 2 years to give him all of the life lessons.
You've
So
been
my
saving them
life
up?
lesson there's probably only 2 years worth that I had anyways myself. My life lesson this week, people I don't use AI often. Maybe because I'm a boomer.
You're
Just
looking
kidding,
out the
I'm a
window and talking about the snow melt.
Yeah. But people are having actual conversations and friendships with
So
it,
sorry, they're falling in love with it.
falling in love with it. And then you got to take a step back and wonder why.
Because we determined that AI is very agreeable and validating.
Agreeable.
So you have the personality that is a devil's advocate.
Most people, here's the problem. most people, when you bring them like a story and it's an opinion piece, they're going to have, you'll never guess, an opinion.
And a lot of times that's going to be a counter opinion.
Yeah.
Because, and I think it's a little bit of like, if I put you down, it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
So the devil's advocate people, I wonder if that's a subtle way to get attention. Like, I'm going to play the devil's advocate here. At the end of the day, I think you're ugly. Like, okay, you got my attention because you created a cognitive dissonance. What I said and what you said are now opposite. Now my brain is so focused on convincing you.
Yeah.
So you got my attention, but I don't like you for it.
Yeah. So it begs pardon, brings to the forefront of the brain
At the end of the day.
that people like AI because it agrees with them. And even if it doesn't agree, it will say, that's a very valid point you bring up there.
I had Ashley made me read a book on validation. Validation can feel like hot air up your butt cheeks when it's not what you actually think.
Yeah.
So you don't want to blow smoke after someone's bun if you're saying something you actually don't believe. That is lip service and that is lying and it's inauthentic and we can sense it. So the book said, find some part of their concept, their story that you do agree with and validate that. And a lot of ways you can say, if I disagree with what you said, I can say, I can see how in your situation you would feel that way.
Yeah.
That's validating. While in your situation specifically, it doesn't mean it's my situation. It still would be validating to hear that. Now you have the other people who are like, well, listen, you're wrong about that. Here's what you should feel. That's a lot more invalidating.
Yes.
Because you've told someone.
Here's and I'll briefly say it. I don't love to go to the movie theater, but my son does. And I found a movie that I thought we'd maybe both like. Okay, I'm not married to it. I didn't produce it. I didn't make it. I literally discovered it like on Saturday, told him about it Sunday. I said, we'll go on Sunday and watch it. Okay, yesterday he gets in the car. He finds a different movie.
So you didn't go on Sunday? Oh, you did.
We're still planning. Oh. We're in the planning phases. He found a different movie. And he was like, yeah, it seems like mine's a little bit more horror, our genre that we're going for, than yours. Okay, now you put me on the defensive. Now I've got to stand up.
Like when I was filming this.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I think they're both got a little horror involved in there. I said mine's maybe
how
drama.
Could he have said it to you in a way that you...
He could have said, you know what, yours is horror, but like drama, and it's so similar to a movie that's already out there. What if we went and did this kind of one? And it seems like it's like, what's that one that people love with Matthew McConaughey in the space?
Oh, Interstellar.
Don't let me go. Don't let me go.
No, Merv.
Yeah, don't let me go, Merv.
Don't let me go.
And if it's like more like Interstellar, I've been like, oh yeah, I really liked Interstellar. Let's go see yours.
Yeah.
But we became at an impasse. Then I said, bro, why is there so much energy in the vehicle right now?
Because I think he wanted his way.
Yeah, he
went about it in an invalidating way. When you invalidate someone, they either capitulate, but they're not going to like you for it because you just told them they're wrong, or they defend to the death, which I find most people opt for.
Heather took me to a very, very, very nice restaurant on Sunday.
Yeah, you had a big Sunday.
No, that's next Sunday. I'm going.
Next Sunday.
Yeah, that's why we're talking about it.
Really
No, I did not. Heather took me to a great restaurant on Sunday. They had this kind of raw fish appetizer that they brought. And
tuna tartare.
Tuna tartare. It wasn't my favorite taste, but I was like, oh, that's so fishy tasting. Heather could have validated me and been like, yeah, because you don't do anything but your same old dumb ramen noodles every night. And I would have been like, rude. But Heather's like, it's similar to what we get at Seasons 52 if you think about it, which I felt very validated in a funky little tasty fish.
I feel like if you can, and it's hard to teach personality traits. I do believe you can do it. A huge thing. And you got to take it. You can't just keep using people's names all the time, is how to win friends and influence people.
Yeah.
If you show a genuine interest in others, somebody was asking on the anonymous subreddit of Reddit.
Yeah.
I like to pretend I'm whatever I want to be on there.
Sure.
Someone's like, I just don't know how to have conversation. He was going on a date. He was looking for dates. He said, I do not know how to keep the conversation going. I said, the way to keep a conversation going is to ask people about their favorite subject, which happens to be themselves. And to ask in a way that's an open-ended question. When somebody gives you that first line, can you extrapolate an open-ended question, meaning it can't be answered with yes or no, that is about them. Yeah. Eventually, you'll realize that you actually don't say anything, and somebody talks about themselves the entire time, and they had a grand old time. They're like, can we do this again? You're like, no, go find a therapist.
So I was trying to tell my son that to invalidate someone makes them have to be even hardcore, more on their side. I didn't make the movie. I honestly only learned about it last week. So the movie doesn't mean much to me, but that he said my movie choice was dumb is how I took it. Not as good.
Was it the delivery or the words?
It was the way it was that yours wasn't good, mine is better.
But nobody could know because nobody's gone to either movie.
And neither of us know.
Right.
So it's just funny. How can you teach someone?
And I hate to say it, if you feel like you're in a constant argument or a counterpoint,
you'll stop having the
talk
relationship.
to AI about anything.
And
you will feel extremely validated.
Yeah.
Even ask it to disagree with you. Watch how it disagrees with you. It validates you.
So what I needed to do with Arch has been like, that's a great point. That sounds like another great option.
Yeah. Instead, you said, you sound real passionate.
But at the end of the day, I'm paying the bill.
When you told him, well, what's with all the energy? He became defensive as well. And you said he shut down after that.
Everything deflated.
Yeah. So there's being able to handle disagreeable people.
Yeah.
And that would make you likable. We talk about agreeableness a lot with dealing with client issues. So like the client's like, I want my money back. Hey, thank you so much. What I can do for you is this compromise.
But if you say, no, you cannot have your money back. Okay.
You're going to escalate it.
There's an ant.
That's right. That's what happens is if you don't give me what I want.
Yeah.
And really, people don't necessarily want exactly what they ask for. They want to be validated. They want to know that you're on their side trying to find a way to get them something.
So if people are craving, now this is just figment.
Well, they asked for a Twin Intellect segment.
If people crave validation,
We
people
do.
are drawn towards things that validate. Why do we hold it as this sepulcher that only we can drink out of?
I believe, my working theory, not a psychiatrist, psychologist, nothing, is that people with a low sense of self-worth find that validating somebody else takes away from their own minute value. If I agree with you, Corey, you're going to think you're better than me. You're going to think you're the boss. You're going to think you're always right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to disagree with you so that you don't have that. In reality, you will not talk to me anymore, and I'll be left cold and alone upon my throne.
Me and you could have argued over the fish tartare. Did I say that right?
Tuna tartare?
Tuna tartare. Close.
We're getting closer.
Me and you both didn't make the tuna tartare. No. There should be no, but you bought it for me. So you could have felt more of a tie to it because your money was going behind it. But then I need to realize that I didn't buy it for myself. So it would behoove me to shut up and stuff my mouth with tuna tartare.
Another pivot, like it's such an interesting dish. I'd love to know why you like it. And then I won't shut up about some stuff I don't know anything about.
It's just so funny the way that people's brains work. We know the answer.
The number one best way to handle any situation is to pause in between your response. And that is a learned skill.
Also, to buy yourself time repeating so you can give yourself a pause.
Oh, yeah.
So you're like, I don't like the tuna tartare. You don't like the tuna tartare. And it gives yourself
in
just
that negotiation book.
Yeah.
He said if you do that, people will feel the natural need to explain more. Because you're like, you kind of asked it back to me. Now I got to prove it.
Yeah. Just Pinteresting. One of my things I'm teaching Arch as I learn it myself, evidently. At the end of the day,
let's go get some tuna tartare.
Some validation.